Okay, John, so we had a good chat with you this time last Friday upstairs in the VP Lounge. Since then, what's your assessment been of the last two games with a little bit of time?
I thought on Saturday, we were poor. We've been doing a lot of work on the training ground, and I might have to hold my hands up and go, maybe done a little bit too much work, because I thought we looked a bit lethargic, I thought we looked a bit slow, and I don't think we picked up really anything in probably the last half an hour, 20 minutes. And I don't think we've done very well. I thought the best team won. We just got back into work after that and carried on. And to be fair, in the same vein, we haven't changed. Probably done a little bit less this week, but the Tuesday, I thought the only thing missing was a goal, if I'm being honest. I thought we done enough to score. I thought the effort and determination was the thing I've been looking for. It's weird because from the games that I've had, from Leyton Orient up to Halifax, we had two good games against Salford. Forget maybe they made some changes, but two good games against Salford. I thought I've seen clips of the game, the second half, the Fylde game, I thought we were good, and I thought we deserved something from the other night. So I think we're making progress, but what's important, and it's so difficult sometimes to explain this to people, is what I do. I can't shortcut. I just have a method that I have to stay with, and if I'm being honest, everyone wants to stay up. I want to stay up. Everyone wants to stay up. But I actually want to build a football club as well, and I don't want to stay up and then be down here same position next season. I have to find the formula, I have to find the way that we do it. I have to work within the confines of what the club feels is the right way financially, and so we'll keep doing what we're doing. We are adding as we go. And I think that there'll be one or two other younger ones that we've been looking at, the scouting systems picking up. So disappointed against Bromley in terms of performance and result, and disappointing result against Halifax, but not necessarily disappointing performance. I thought everyone worked as hard as they can. And what we're trying to do now is install the confidence side of it, of saying to players with the greatest respect, don't worry about getting beat, because everyone gets it. Let's worry about trying to win. We got to a stage on Tuesday where we were drawing. I don't want to draw, I want to win. I made a change to try and win. We lost. But everything that we do is going to be positive, and what I say to the players, you've just got to be positive about what you're doing. At the end of the day, if players aren't good enough, they aren't good enough. Nothing you can do about that. But we've got to make sure that everyone works as hard as they possibly can.
Has it been hard to get their heads back up after the last couple of results?
No, I haven't found that in the two training sessions that we've had since Tuesday. They've been bright and they've been lively, and I keep saying to them, listen, be brave, be bold and be positive. You haven't got time to put your head down, let's put our head up. So no, I haven't found that.
Some people, I suppose supporters, perhaps inevitably, when we're obviously where we are, said the players lack fight. Do you think that's an unfair criticism?
I don't think we lacked it against Leyton Orient. I don't think we lacked it against Fylde. I don't think we lacked it against Salford. I think it may have looked a bit like that against Bromley. But knowing them, I don't think they lacked fight. I just don't think that they could get into the game. That's my opinion. I was wary about saying when players go out to the lack fight. No, fight comes in different ways as well. We know that. But I could understand why they would say it. But I can't see them saying it the other night. Not for 1 minute, because I thought we worked our absolute socks off. I really did.
Do you think there's perhaps an issue with, in terms of their bravery maybe on the ball, to be brave and try and make that pass rather than just playing a safe ball, long ball? Maybe?
Yeah, I think that when we speak to them and we're trying to take away the fear factor, the fear factor is being beat. You've got to take it away. You can only be positive about it. it's difficult because the group of players that you have is a group of players that you have, and I told them today that other than Bromley, everyone's tried as hard as they can in the games that we've played. Everyone. I have no complaints. I really don't. But you've still got to win games, regardless of all that, and you have to find ways of winning games. And there are issues. We do have issues. That's why the club is where it is in the league and has been sort of all season. There's areas we can improve, but there's areas we can't improve. It's not possible because you can only get players to play to their capable levels. But as I said when I come, the football we want to play is winning football, because that's the idea at the moment, is to try and win. But we have to build further on than that. We can't put something up and knock it all down. I know from the last interview I had about saying follow the Edinburgh Road. I've done it. It's hard to explain sometimes, but I've done it all my career. I've stayed on a path that I believe in, and by and large, it's when I say it's always worked. By and large, it's always worked. I think that at the end of a season, we've always been in and around where we would have all expected or liked to have been, or over it, not under it. It's hard, when I came in and I pointed it out to Bill and Oliver and Terry, that there isn't a magic wand. There's not enough time, I'm not being funny, or enough money. It's like if someone comes in and says, come in, go and get whoever you want, wherever you want, don't care what you pay them. That's a different kettle of fish. To come in and stay within the budget, and they've helped me a little bit as well, I've got to say that. And so you have to work within them confines. And if you do that, it's even more important that your pattern is set, and your recruitment is up and running. And it's easy to bring in players, if you like. That's an easy part. It's not easy to find the right players, and that's what we have to try and find. We've been happy with the lone boys that have come in, and we've been happy with Sean coming in, who's our player till the end of the season. I thought Justin looked very promising the other night, and that's the type of players that we're looking at. And to go and get someone that we know we're not going to keep long term, or he's not for us, there's no point. People might say, will he help keep us up? Well, if he could help keep us up, I'll take him. But I'm not going to sign players just for the sake of it. It's a road that we're going on, and we've got to make sure we stay on it.
So Tuesday was your first home game here?
It was.
Obviously everyone knows about the home form. Do you feel like after that game you can begin to piece together maybe what the issues are here?
I'll be honest, I knew the issues probably after one game, Orient. I knew the issues. I'd had a little bit of training, 2 or 3 days, I can't remember, 2 days I think. But I knew the issues. Issues haven't changed a little bit, but confidence, when you don't win, no matter what I say, confidence, you can't give people, you have to grow their confidence. An unbalanced squad. Squad was completely unbalanced, and so what that makes you do is sometimes play people not in their best positions, play people in positions they can play as opposed to their best conditions, because the squad was incredibly unbalanced. But that was what we've got to work with, and so I don't complain about that. That's we go to work with that. So I saw that in training, and I saw it in the game. I've only seen clips of the other games up till the Bromley game, and unbalanced. We were unbalanced against Bromley. We were unbalanced a bit the other night, if I'm being honest. And sometimes you only need 1 or 2 to play unbalanced, and it's like anything else. Like balance, that's the word, isn't it? Balance. And a little bit too much there, it's like that. Only needs a little bit, and with all of us, me, Simon and Hakan, have found that a problem, and we're trying to address it. We are trying to address it, and I'm hoping that we might be able to find someone else that will give us a touch more balance. We are looking, and we have got one or two ideas. But as I say, we've also got half an eye on next season, regardless of what league we play in, of the sort of player that we want to bring in, and Justin was one of them.
So over last week we've seen a little bit of change in the midfield. Arjan's come out. I thought Aaron Davis done very well actually holding midfield on Tuesday, and then we signed Leo Donovan today as well.
Yeah, Leo I had at Dagenham, is Sean's brother. Sean done amazing for me at Dagenham, and then went on and from West Brom and played in Div 1 I think for Walsall, and then for Yeovil this year. And I've had Leo before, and we're struggling a little bit, particularly in this competition, because of cup-tied people, and we didn't have enough people even to fill the bench tomorrow because we've got a little bit of illness. Leo's been training with us, so we've took him as a non-contract player, and we see what he can bring to us. But we have, other options sort of going on. Our scouts are out looking around, and we're looking in this local area probably more than we've ever done, because we cover all areas. But sometimes local players, supporters like local players, so we are looking and seeing what we can find locally as well.
So looking ahead to tomorrow, how are we looking in terms of injuries, people cup tied?
I'm fit. With the people cup tied, nothing we can do about that. But we do have one or two injuries, unfortunately. But I think our team will be competitive. I played against Stockport this year. We had them in the FA Cup at Barnet. We won 1-0. They were a good side, strong side, very strong. It was a really, really tough game. So I expect a really, really tough game tomorrow. But as I said, we just have to make sure that we can compete for 90 minutes and play confidently. And if we do that, I'm confident that we can get a good result.